I think this player is going to make the All-Star game this year. And I'm going to reveal who else I think is going to make the All-Star game by each position. And at the end, I'm going to say who I think will be the All-Star game MVP. Starting off at first base, we got Yandy Diaz, who was actually in my underrated players video a few weeks ago, and he's having a great season so far, hitting 12 home runs with 310 batting average and a 990 OPS. First base in the NL, a lot of people might be thinking I'm going to go with Pete Alonso because he has 20 home runs, but I'm going to go with Freddie Freeman because his batting average is over 100 points ahead of him at 346, and Freddie Freeman has an OPS of over 1,000. He has 10 home runs and 23 doubles. For second base in the American League, I'm going to go with Marcus Semien. He's having a much better start to the season than he did last year. So far, he has 8 home runs, 295 batting average, and an 850 OPS. For the NL, I'm going to go with Nolan Gorman. How did I even mess that up? This is his first full MLB season, and he's off to a pretty good start, hitting 13 home runs, 272 batting average, and an OPS of 915. For shortstop in the AL, aside from defense, I'd say Bo Bichette is clearly the best shortstop in the American League this year. So far, he has 11 home runs, a 333 batting average, and an OPS of 895. For the NL, we got a tight race here. A lot of good up-and-coming players who are off to a good start, like Perdomo, but I'm going to go with Dansby Swanson. His numbers don't jump off the page right away, with a 774 OPS and 5 home runs, but he has quite a bit more at-bats than some of the other guys contending for the shortstop spot in the All-Star team. For third base, I was expecting it was going to be Matt Chapman, but I guess I didn't even realize how good Josh Young has been this season, as he's a 295 batting average, an 872 OPS, and 12 home runs. For the NL, so far it looks like the Giants won the JD Davis trade, as he's the best third baseman in the NL right now. JD Davis is off to a fantastic start to the season, with a 282 batting average, an 849 OPS, and 9 home runs. For catcher for the American League, Salvador Perez is a close second, but I gotta go with Adley Rutschman here. Ever since he came to the MLB, he's just been phenomenal. This year, he has 8 home runs, 289 batting average, and 853 OPS. For the NL, this guy is off to an MVP caliber season, and that's Sean Murphy. So far, he has 11 home runs, a 286 batting average, and a 951 OPS. Maybe he just needs to leave Oakland and go to a winning team. Moving on to the outfield, which is one of the hardest positions to pick here, American League. First pick wasn't too difficult to make, and that's Aaron Judge. In the months of April and May, he has the exact same amount of home runs as he did last season when he broke the record. And so far in 2023, he has 18 home runs. He's hitting 298 with an OPS above 1,000. And for the other outfield spot, we're gonna go with Yordan Alvarez. I had this guy every single year in fantasy baseball until this year. Thanks a lot, Raymond. But this guy's an absolute beast. He has 14 home runs, he has a 278 batting average, and a 971 OPS. Now, this third outfielder for the AL is a super under-the-radar player. That's Josh Lowe. He's off to a 6th start to the season, with a 304 batting average, 11 home runs, and a 936 OPS. For the NL, the first 2 players aren't too surprising, with Ronald Acuna Jr., who's hitting 324 with 11 home runs, and a 960 OPS, and Juan Soto, who has 10 home runs, a 263 batting average, and a 924 OPS. But this third outfielder, he was a little bit unexpected. He loves to dye his hair, and that's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 9 home runs, 310 batting average, and a 905 OPS. For DH in the AL, I was tempted to go with Jake Burger as he's off to a really good start, but I have to go with Shohei Ohtani as he has 15 home runs, a 269 batting average, and an 882 OPS. For the NL, I'm going to go with Jorge Soler. He only has a batting average of 248, but he has 17 home runs and an 883 OPS. And in case you forgot, in 2019, he had over 48 home runs. And for the All-Star Game MVP, I'm going to go with Yordan Alvarez. These are my actual picks because I'm a biased Blue Jays fan.